Watching a couple of trailers of Bad Cop, man.
Anna,
Seems to be a very good series.
pretty sick. It's on my list, bro. For a while.
It is?
For a while now. Haven't been able to watch it. It's on my list.
Seems very
Particularly,
good.
there's this girl in this, yeah?
Oh.
In the series, yeah. Kiki. Kiki.
Oh.
Do you love me? Kiki.
Very hot lady who's in her early 30s plays the role of a dadima, right?
Yeah.
And then people only start to look at her in the capacity of a dadi, right? She may not like it at all. Is it correct?
And that can happen because you fit the character so well, doesn't mean that you will fit it all the time, right?
What are your thoughts on an open relationship?
So, Aishwarya, how long does it take for you to get out of character after the shoot's done?
जिन्होंने एक रोमांटिक सीन प्ले करा है मूवी में या शो में, ऐसा कितनी बारी होता है कि वो आउट ऑफ द सेट, मतलब सेट के बाहर जाके भी there is some kind of romantic relationship that these guys share. Watching a couple of trailers of Bad Cop, man.
Anna,
Seems to be a very good series.
pretty sick. It's on my list, bro. For a while.
It is?
For a while now. Haven't been able to watch it. It's on my list.
Seems very
Particularly,
good.
there's this girl in this, yeah?
Oh.
In the series, yeah. Kiki.
Oh.
Do you love me? Kiki, bro.
Oh, we have her here on the show.
Oh.
So Aishwarya, welcome on the show.
Thank you, Rutush.
Uh,
Thank you, co-host.
guys, you must be knowing this man over here. He always seems to kind of intrude on my sets, guys.
Ace performer.
Come on, let's move to Aishwarya again, guys. What are your thoughts on an open relationship?
Oh, that's interesting. I think let Kunal answer this question.
This guy?
Yes, this guy, the
Open.
co-host.
Honestly, in today's high performance environment, where everybody is just running behind a purpose, running behind an ambition, having more than one partner is sometimes better for your mindset. Yeah, because honestly, and this trend is growing. It's not just me. Okay, like a lot of people I know 5 years ago, there was no polyamory anywhere, and now I've come across a lot of polyamorous people in an open relationship, people in an open marriage, even. So I mean, I respect their privacy, whatever floats their boat, but I just feel like people make a big deal about physicality. If you want to be physical with someone, just talk about it and do it.
Do you think it's mentally healthy for people? Like, I'm very curious.
It depends. Some people can take it, some people can't take it, some people are struggling, some people want to do it. At this point, I think if you find the right partner who kind of shares a similar vision and has the similar preference, then you can go for it. Like today's world is all about exploration, right? Just do what you want.
Aishwarya, tell us about Bad Cop. Tell us about this series. What it is exactly, and tell us.
I think I was not expecting this to be the first question of the day, but Bad Cop is a very interesting and a very mass kind of a series, which is right now currently telecasting on Hotstar specials. And I don't know if you guys have watched it. You have, right?
It's on my wish list.
I was watching
Wish
something.
list? What do you
Yeah.
mean? You just said you
It's
watched few episodes right now.
Yeah, trailer.
Great. What
Oh,
the
that we don't
hell is
consider
wrong
trailer.
with this one?
No,
Okay.
it's on our top wish list. We're supposed to watch it.
Okay, so it's quite like a mass entertainer kind of a stuff, which is, you must have heard of how like the chase between the cop and the thief or a gangster. So like how like Karan Arjun chasing scenes used to be been grown up watching. So this is pretty much in that genre, quite thriller and suspense. And yes, I'm playing a con artist in that opposite Gulshan Devaya, and it's quite fun. I mean, you should definitely watch it.
Have
Know
you?
more about it?
We've heard that you're a method actor. Did you do any con in the process
You've
of?
heard from who? I want to know. I want to know
It's all
who
over the
told you
internet.
this.
We've heard you're a method actor. Did you do any con as a part of the process of becoming a con woman?
I really want to know who told you this, that I'm a method actor or something like. Where did you get
Your
to know?
friends.
Who are these friends? I want to
As
know.
a prep
So
for this
for the-
interview, we went around asking people.
For
Okay,
the
no,
viewers,
Yeah.
Who's a con artist exactly?
For the viewers. So, con artist is just like another profession that they do for the living. So, they basically go around and con people and they do it in a very convincing way that nobody realizes it that they're being conned. I don't know if you watched this very good movie of Will Smith and Margot Robbie, Focus. So where Margot is a con artist, and that's something I actually prepared in the process, because you spoke about process. So I
Nice.
watched that film and I kind of just to understand the whole technicality and just for the information. So I kind of watched that.
Got it.
Yeah.
And when we talk about method acting,
Hmm.
again, for our viewers, all these terms are very alien to much of the viewers who are watching. What is method acting in general? Like in very lucid terms, if you were to define method acting in say like 2 sentences, how would you do that?
In a few sentences.
Just like
So, method, apparently I've been working as an actor and from past few years. I've been working to become an actor. As an aspiring actor, I have worked on a few techniques of acting. So I even did a bit of a research of how method can work for an actor and also otherwise also. So method is something which kind of, takes you in the whole process of living in the memory, taking any situations from memory, and you kind of get into that character, and then you kind of perform on the set, which kind of it can be very draining also at times, because if it's an emotional scene or anything particularly, which can I like how Kunal is listening to me. I think you're going to
I'm attentive.
Kunal is a-
I have a
Kunal is a-
counter question.
with that
Kunal is a
smirk
very-
on your face.
I have a counter question for
Kunal is a very attentive person in general, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Or he just pretends to be that
No,
person,
I think
or he
it's
is?
all
With you,
pretense.
I pretend. Yeah.
It's all pretense. I think he's just planning to just like,
Pounds.
yeah,
Bounce! Guys!
with his further questions. But
Yes,
coming back,
exactly.
let me finish. You be ready with your questions.
Done.
Well,
Method acting.
Yeah.
Yes.
so yeah, I mean, like how I said, like there is an emotional scene particularly, and if you want to get into that, because it's not very easy to, unless you have been through something in life or you have seen your dark phases in your life, to just like put that on in a frame and just like cry out or do any emotional scene, which kind of becomes very difficult for people to be in moment and then perform that scene, rather than they kind of prefer, like for me, yes, I mean sometimes I do use method, but then I have to really like, I would rather just listen to some music or just like, think of situations which I've been through, some dark times, or maybe you would say some tough situations in my life. And then I kind of just connect it with my scene, my character, and then that kind of helps you to perform.
What is it that you need to like kind of crack these TV shows or these series? What
I think to crack anywhere, I mean, be it any competitive or any competition, I think you need to have that belief in yourself that you can do it, and that confidence in yourself that you can do it. I think that's pretty much the thing.
pretty
She's
blunt.
just being modest right now.
Yeah,
She doesn't
no,
want to
I-
tell her secrets.
Tell us the secrets.
to other
Tell us the
people,
secrets. Tell us the secrets.
budding actors.
I think
Why to add competition? Yeah, why to add to competition, right? Like, why?
no,
How
but
are you
that's
gonna?
the truth. I'm
Uh-huh.
not even kidding. There was
Yes.
a time when I didn't believe in myself,
Uh-huh.
and now this is I'm not even lying about it. There was a time when I was studying in my masters. I had big glasses on, and I never thought that I could ever look like a model. Exactly like
Neither do
that.
I.
Exactly like that. So I never thought, I did not have that confidence, but my people around me always kept telling me, be it my father or my teachers, my professors in my university. But I think when the opportunity came, I just went ahead with it. And I don't know where do I get this confidence, like even to sit in front of you guys, you need freaking confident enough. You have to be confident enough to sit in front
Sit
of
in
you
front of
guys.
us.
Absolutely. Oh my god, yes.
Hey, we're not monsters. Yeah, come on.
You-
I mean, Rituj a little bit.
You just exactly.
Not me.
Excuse me?
You definitely are. Rituj, I'm still trying to get to know, so I can't really comment on that.
But yeah, I just want to
But
tell
my
the.
friends out there,
Oh.
a lot of my friends would agree to that.
So viewers, the fact of the matter is Aishwarya doesn't want to tell her recipe.
No,
So-
I just give it. I think
Yeah, just
confidence
go
and
and do
believe in yourself. I think that's quite enough
Yeah, just
to
go
make
and
it
do
to
Some
anything
other
and anywhere you want to
podcast,
be.
some other day.
Never.
Aishwarya will let
KFC
us
doesn't
know.
give the secret recipe.
Aishwarya will let
I
us
will
know.
let-
Yeah.
How is she different?
Maybe not today, but some other day. Aishwarya will let us know.
For 5 years, I did my modeling, and that also kind of happened out of the blue. I auditioned for Kingfisher. I won that.
Wow.
Went for the calendar. Then there was no looking back. So I just like went on going. The more opportunities came my way, I kind of just like.
Kingfisher calendar was one of the big things of its time, right?
Oh yes.
Like
Rutuj is quite
everyone-
aware of calendars.
everyone wanted to, like-
I like that.
She had one new one every year. He had a subscription of it.
Oh,
Yeah. After a point, we started sticking to each other, but yeah, let's not deep dive into it. But what was the process like? How was it for you?
Process of what?
The kind of
Reaching the calendar,
reaching
off the calendar.
the competition.
It was
That's
quite
a bit
tough.
tough.
So when I went to this NDTV Good Times was telecast. It was being telecasted on Good Times, so Supermodels 3. And I was very naive back then. There were a lot of like 10 models across the country, and they were supposed to perform there, and I had no idea how models are because I was coming from the university, and I really didn't know like even you have to keep your lips apart and pose a certain way.
What?
Yeah, I really
Lips
had no
part?
idea. Yeah, you have to part your lips when you're posing, or you have to be like keep your lips
Good.
apart.
Apart, oh.
No, like a little shut. Just your bunny teeth has to be visible.
Oh!
Yeah.
Show them, Kunal. Show
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
Show them.
Yeah, I'll teach you
Kunal, in
later.
fact,
Yeah.
wants to
Charge you for
become a comedian, guys.
But you've been hanging with models. I have a question for you. Like,
Yes.
tell me
It's
something.
been a pleasure. Yes, before you say.
Exactly. Like, you've been hanging with models.
Tell us.
It's been how long? For how long you've been hanging with models?
I've
I
only
assume
been hanging-
good 7 years.
7 years. Yeah.
Past 7 years, he doesn't know like today like how to part his lips and act like a model. Anyone, even Rutuj can tell me how to act like a model.
Why would they teach me how to act like a model?
Are observations, buddy?
Get up and then like your chest out. Walk like this.
No, not chest out and all. Huh? Don't get overexcited. Sit now.
This is not a
Just
find
part
me
your
a-
lips, yeah. Just like.
This is not a find me a sugar daddy competition. Fucking putting your
Chest
chest out. Yeah.
Tell me, show. Oh, I think he has a problem because he has a bunny teeth.
Bunny teeth,
Yeah, it's coming. We'll file it.
I would love you to do that. Thank you.
But
My
in,
dentist says no.
in general, like if someone is already pursuing modeling, right? In all honesty, right? Do you think it becomes a little easier for the person who's pursuing modeling already to pursue acting as a career? Be very honest in that. Does it become a little easier?
Yes, absolutely.
It does.
Like I have said it many times before that modeling gives you that confidence, add to your confidence, I would say rather. And because the matter of fact that you have faced camera enough and so many times that you don't care about the camera anymore. And when you're acting, that's all a director wants you to be. Like you do not have to worry about who is watching or how the camera is placed. And that's how you kind of end up performing naturally and organically.
Yes. So, like, not all models are good actors. Yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
You're right actually somewhere, because somewhere modeling kind of restricts you in your personality because it's all about selling other products and not yourself. But I would say acting is more about selling yourself here. Like, it's like you have to be so expressive. You have to be expressive enough to be convincing to the audiences. But it also is more about how you are in your real life. You cannot, being a model is a profession. Modeling is a profession, and that's not you. Basically, you're representing yourself in acting. That's more of you that you're getting on board. But modeling is more about the other factors. It's not about you. It's more about like what you're selling on the platform. So I would say it was easy for me because I kind of have always been connected with myself. I never let go of me from me. And that kind of helped me to be more expressive and more kind of,
In fact, we should also take some inputs from the gentleman sitting over here because he's been hanging around with a lot of models. Tell us, Kunal, do you think are all your model friends? I mean, we don't need to take any names over here, but do you think are all your model friends good enough to become good actors? Answer it
They-
in a very candid manner.
They pretend really well. Yes. if that's what you're asking. But
So that answers.
Sushmita's the only model turned actor I know. So have I?
No, but I want to know what do you mean by pretense? I want to know
Nice
what do you mean by pretend really well?
He just said ask me to be candid.
No, but acting is not about pretense. That's what I'm saying.
We got our answer. He said that a lot of his model friends pretend.
Okay.
And essentially that's not acting, right?
Yeah.
I got it,
deep dive
got
into the
it,
character.
yeah.
And,
That's exactly what I was saying.
So you're saying only out of all your model friends, only Aishwarya's made the cut? None of them have been able to make a cut?
Has fun.
Aishwarya, we're complimenting you. Smile, yeah?
No, but I'm actually quite surprised that you don't know any other than me.
Aishwarya
She's a
has
parrot,
couple
she's
of
stunned, she's taken aback, she doesn't know what to say, man.
friends.
Answer.
Aishwarya has
there
couple of,
are
you have a
many.
couple of friends, right? The model
Last
turned
time you
actor.
But a
made
lot
me,
of models are. I mean,
Yeah, but I don't know
No.
them as well as
Last
I
time you
do.
made me meet someone else and you said the same thing about her also.
you know Deepika Padukone, you know Kriti Sanon, you know.
I don't personally know
Rakul.
them. I would love to,
like
but I'm
that.
not. I don't.
If someone asks me, Rituj, you want to be a villain in that particular series or show.
Yeah.
To be very candid, I may not necessarily, to put it this way, let me rephrase it. I would not want to be a villain at the first thought, right? I would perhaps want to avoid the role of a villain
Why?
in general.
Why not?
So,
We're not living in 80s cinema era, yeah. We are in 21st century.
very hot lady who's in her early 30s plays the role of a dadima, right?
Yeah.
And then people only start to look at her in the capacity of a dadi, right? She may not like it at all. Is it correct?
And that can happen because you fit the character so well, doesn't mean that you will fit it all the time, right? So, but people are very quick to judge and to just make a judgment or like typecast you and just put you in that same category. However, I feel now we have progressed a lot. Now we don't really do as much typecasting, but yeah, you have to take your stand also as an actor or as an artist, that what you want to play and how you want to be seen on the.
This kind of again bothering me. If you just put it to numbers, right? Like if there are
It's bothering him now. I'm worried now. Why is it bothering you? Yeah, I should be the one who should be bothered, right?
I'll put it to both of you guys, right? If there are 100 people in a room and there is this one role, right? Which is of a villain, right? How many Kunal do you think out of these 100 would be fine doing the role of a villain?
I think about 90 of them
Will be fine.
will be like, yeah, sure, I'll play anything you want. 10 of them will be like, nah, hero ban gaya tha.
Yeah.
What do you think, Aishwarya? Put a number to it. And it's a tough one. Let's put a random number to it.
To a particular role, or you what did you say? What did you
100 people in the room,
Huh.
right? And there is this one role which is of a villain. Right?
Okay,
How
yeah.
many of them do you think would be fine in the role of a villain? Put a
I
number.
think not more than 5 of them. So, yeah.
Not more than 5 would be fine.
5 to 10 would be okay playing, but I think 90% would still be
Be like
want
hero
to be
banna
like hero banna.
Marni khani hero
You
banna
just said the other way around, right?
Yeah.
It's
Bro.
flipping sides right now.
Bro.
On the show, you're flipping sides.
Particularly on
We don't
economy,
vibe. Clearly,
based on
on
economy.
this show we don't vibe at least.
If two people are dating, दो लोग अगर डेट कर रहे हैं और अगर कोई डायरेक्टर या कोई प्रोड्यूसर उनको ले लेता है अपने मूवी में, ठीक है, तो अगर वो लोग ऑलरेडी डेट कर रहे हैं एक दूसरे को, तो जब वो मूवी या शो के टाइम एक्टिंग करेंगे, उनकी एक्टिंग और बेटर होगी या वो अच्छा परफॉर्म नहीं कर पाएंगे? व्हाट इज योर टेक ऑन दैट?
Not necessarily. I think it completely depends on how well you can act and be on set or like when you're on the set. Because whatever, but definitely somewhere it helps you if you are a couple outside. You have that, you share that comfort with each other, which kind of reflects if you're on set. So I think somewhere it does help, but not necessarily that people who are not dating and they come on set and they have a particular scene to perform, not necessarily that they won't be able to deliver as good as they want to. So I think completely depends on how good you can act or you can perform.
How many times does it happen that someone जिन्होंने एक रोमांटिक सीन प्ले करा है मूवी में या शो में, ऐसा कितनी बारी होता है कि वो आउट ऑफ द सेट, मतलब सेट के बाहर जाके भी देयर इज सम काइंड ऑफ रोमांटिक रिलेशनशिप दैट दीज गाइज शेयर, ऐसा कितनी बारी होता है? बहुत बारी होता है, कम बारी होता है, कभी कभी होता है? व्हाट इज योर थॉट ऑन दैट बेसिस योर interactions, what you've seen?
I can't really say that, because
I
I've
like
not
how Aishwarya
really
thinks like 2 or
interacted.
3 times before saying anything.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'll tell you.
No, what did you say first? Bolo.
Aishwarya thinks 2 or 3 times before saying anything.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to understand that if I've not encountered anything like that, then I don't want to make stories out of it. Yeah, it would really put a bad impression on. What if
I'll tell you something that is already there. Okay, 2 type of things.
We keep on forgetting you're the guy who knows the most out of
I
us.
can give you an example. Like Gulshan and I played an intimate scene in Bad Cop. And just that bit of it, we kind of come across as someone who's like really like, closely on set. But out of the set, we were very much like a Tom and Jerry. Like we were like, having such arguments and such discussions. And so it doesn't necessarily, like out of my encounter, like I would say my experience.
एक छोटी सी चीज में दिमाग में आती है, आप मूवी या शो में अगर एक रोमांटिक सीन प्ले करो, एक एक्टर और एक्ट्रेस, दर्शक आपकी जोड़ी बाहर ले जाते हैं, सेट के बाहर तक ले जाते हैं और सेट के बाहर भी ले जाते हैं, क्या ख्याल है आपका इसके बारे में?
दर्शक ले जाते हैं या मीडिया ले जाती है?
दर्शक, मीडिया सब ले जाते हैं, इसके बारे में क्या ख्याल है?
Maybe they like the chemistry on screen and that's why they would like to see it out off screen. What do you think?
What do you think?
What do you think?
But according to me, there are 2 type of co-stars. Okay, people who are already dating out of the movie business, then they do a movie together, and it's amazing the chemistry. For example, Bipasha and John, when they did Just, like the chemistry on the screen was fantastic, fabulous. Okay, I love that. Then there is the other set of actors, which is basically like Ranveer and Alia met on Brahmastra set. Ranveer and Deepika met on the movie name. Ranveer and Deepika met on a set as well.
Yeah.
Right? So they kind of did the movie. They had a great chemistry in the movie, and then after that they got along and went on to get married.
Yeah.
And children, etc.
But then you can't generalize it, and
No,
you
you're not
can't. And you also can't generalize that this happens only in the industry, because if someone is connected well in the corporate sector also, they will also, if they're connected well, they would get married outside, or maybe they will have a connection outside there as well. So I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
And like
so it can happen anywhere.
Got it. And a lot of these people have seen that many of the actresses nowadays, some of these guys have a reservation saying that they don't want to marry someone from the industry. Why is that so?
I think it's a very personal and an individual choice that who they want to marry and who they don't want to. There are a lot of examples people have, like Kiara has just gotten married to Sid. I mean, so it's a very personal choice. Like if you want to get married, I can tell you something from my perspective that I would say that some of them don't want to get married to the same industry also, because we have so many good-looking people around. It may trigger their insecurity or something like that, maybe just to protect themselves from that. That could be the reason they know that where exactly they see themselves as with the future partner. So they may choose, maybe they're good with someone who's not from the industry, and that's why they choose to be.
What are your thoughts, Kunal?
But not all of them. Not all the actresses, I think, I would say.
Let us ask the man who hangs around with models and actresses. Tell us, Kunal.
Like I told you, Sushmita is the.
Yeah, even if you ask me. Oh yeah, exactly.
What?
He's like, Sushmita is the only one I hang around with.
Yeah, that's it.
This is
I
a
don't have
lie,
any other
Sushmita. You know
friends.
it's a lie, right?
Of course it's a lie. I have pictures of him actually hanging with
Other models. Other actresses, of course. He's a young man, he should.
Yeah, but coming back to the question, it's actually very interesting. If you would ask me if I would want to get married to someone
Sure, let me put it across right now.
from the industry,
So,
I
Aishwarya,
would
let me
prefer-
put this question again. Would you want to marry someone from the industry, yes or no?
I think I would answer that maybe after 5 years from now. Yeah, I'm also exploring. Let's see how it goes.
Give it an option, Aishwarya, that you have someone who's very handsome, who's nice, who's a very nice guy, but he's not from the industry.
Mm-hmm.
What are the pros of marrying such a guy?
If you give me an option who is from the industry with
Who's
same
not, from the,
qualities.
who's not from the
Well, I'm
industry?
questioning back to you.
Oh.
If you give me that option from the industry with all the qualities, I would happily marry that person. I mean, doesn't make sense to me if he's outside industry, in industry, as long as you have qualities like you are faithful to your partner, you are be it outside, be it inside. I mean, the industry. I mean, that kind of serves the purpose.
Your friend very smart, huh, Kunal?
Yeah,
Your friend's very smart. Catch Aishwarya
Mm.
live in action on
Netflix and Hotstar.
and Hotstar. Netflix, you have Kaki playing. Hotstar, you have that cop playing, guys. Aishwarya for you.
Oh, on
And
Hotstar,
Special
even
Ops.
Special Ops also is there.
Hotstar.
Which actually a lot of
Ops.
people have watched, apparently.
Yeah.
It was a, yeah. It
So
was very
speaking of
good.
Special Ops, what was it like working with Mr. Menon? So great actor of our generation. Was it fun? Did you learn something from it? Good time.
Yeah, actually it was fun. I was not really star-struck, kind of.
Mm.
So it kind of made my life easy. I was in character, delivering good stuff because I got that feedback from everyone around, and it was fun.
Nice.
So much to learn from any experienced actor, apparently, and even till date, for that matter, even I was working with. I've been privileged to work with all these legends, I would say, and there's so much to learn. Just be on set is in itself is a learning experience.
This is one particular scene where you get shot in the head. Spoiler alert.
Wow, that
In the last episode.
yeah.
How many retakes did it take to do that? Or did you do
You know,
that
it's
in one
actually
take?
very difficult because you have to jerk your body to like fall back because they're hitting here,
Yeah.
and there is a mark that they put because they edit it in
Ah.
the
Like a green
editing.
screen marks.
Yeah. It's a green tape, something like a mark, and there was a pad which was kept down there because when I fall, I don't get hurt. But KK Min was very kind. Like he basically kept his hand on my neck, so I don't get the jerk in my neck, and so you know that way you get to learn like how good it is to help your co-actor rather than like think the other way and.
KK Menon, I've seen him with Prithvi a lot of times.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
yeah.
a wonderful
He's
place
always
to
on
hang with people.
Prithvi Cafe, right?
I'm not very sure.
I've seen him a couple of times.
I've seen many actors hanging there.
From what I've heard, dying is the most difficult form of acting.
Kunal is playing the character of a person who gets shot. Lights, camera, action.
Oh, Karishma from Special Ops, basically. He's playing Karishma from Special Ops. 3, 2, 1, dish count. Bunny teeth! All I could see was that.
How was my performance? Rate from 0 to 500.
I will give you 500.
Aishwarya, what are your thoughts about haters? Like, what are your thoughts about these people who constantly try to pull you down, right? Like, how do you deal with them? And what are your thoughts in general about these folks?
So I think these are the people you can't really do much about and the situations which is not under your control. And something which is not under your control, I think you should just let it be. You should not really bother. It shouldn't really bother you or shouldn't really affect you. So I do keep the people and the situations and the circumstances in mind, but I'm aware who are the people around, who are the haters and who are trying to pull me down. But I also let go of that situation. I don't really get affected with that. And yeah, I mean, what can you do about something or someone who doesn't want to see you grow in life or evolve? So I think it's just like something which is not under your control. You have to just let it be, and you keep working on yourself and keep moving forward. That's all you can do.
So, Aishwarya, how long does it take for you to get out of character after the shoot's done? Like,
It's yeah.
Like how you played Meeta Devi and it was a particular dialect accent you kind of followed, right? And I'm pretty sure for whatever 6, 8 months you must be in character throughout. How does your normal life it affects your normal life after the shoot?
Yeah, I think you're actually very correct when you ask this because a lot of actors or an artist they go through this because for some people it's really difficult to come out of the character and for some I think it's very very easy. because I would share a few experiences of my workshops. Because there we were trained that if you're getting in a character, any character for that matter, be it emotional scene or be it an anger scene or anything, because we have the rasas that we specifically, work on, and we kind of spoke about or talked about in the workshop, and we have to perform different scenes related to those rasas, the emotions that I'm talking about. So all the rasas that we perform, we are apparently supposed to come back to the piece, the center, where no matter whichever character, whatever you're doing, you have to come back to your center self. So it's very important, and that's why when you're taking any workshop or doing any theaters or anything, they train you to come back to your own self.
Yeah.
And it's very important. So as an artist or an actor.
Thanks a lot, Aishwarya. Thanks a lot for taking out some time and coming on my show. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Rituj.
Yeah, thanks for taking our time from your very busy schedule. And guys, I want to let you know you can catch Aishwarya on Netflix with Khaki the VR chapter, and you can watch her on Hotstar with Bad Cop and Special Ops 1.5. She's a fantastic character actor, and we have a collective belief she's gonna make it really big. So stay tuned. And you saw your first, yeah?
And Kunal, thanks
Thank
a lot
you.
for being the co-host for today. Yeah?
Always.
Thanks a lot.
Amazing.
Thanks a lot.
Good one, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much for having
By
me.
the way,
Okay,
Aishwarya, someone in the audience has a question. What does he do if he wants to go out on a coffee with you? Yeah.
Oh, that's very sweet. Just pass my number to him.
Oh, done.
Yeah, we'll make that happen.
Whoa! On the show with Rutuj.